Hi, I am the Anglo-American. My name is Courtney, and this is obviously my video blog of all things English. Now, I have been living over here for 7 years, so trying to figure out what is unusual and what is not, as opposed like for English food, is something that is probably not going to be that easy, but there are still a few things that stand out to me that are just a bit unusual, and one of them is meat in a tin. Meat pie in a tin. It's called fried bentos, and it is literally pie in a tin. So it's got all the meat filling underneath it here, and then a layer of pastry on top of it. And literally what you do is you open the lid like you would any tin and stick it on a baking tray and cook it for 20 minutes? 25 to 30 minutes. So this is going to be my lunch today. I would have this for my dinner, but I reckon that it's probably a little bit better if I do it for lunch because this one's a bit shiny. Apparently we're supposed to be getting like the worst storm ever tonight, so I had a feeling that, you know, if the lights go out or anything, I might not get this video done. With my pie, I'm having a very classic potato, as well as another very English dish, mushy peas, or marrowfat peas. I'm a student, so I went for the cheapest one. This can was about 35p. The pie was on sale for about £1. So for £1, let's see what it is, maybe £1 for 2 potatoes, and that's at the co-op. So for £1.85, I'm having a pie, marrowfat peas, and potato. Marrowfat peas are slightly different than green peas. They are, well, it says right here that they're processed. The ingredients are marrowfat peas, which are like beans, legumes, water, sugar, salt, and nettle extract, which is a bit strange, but okay, sure. Natural flavoring, and colors. This is actually surprisingly unprocessed for marrowfat peas. Usually you've got all sorts of like random horrible ingredients like ammonia, which I shouldn't eat, really, I shouldn't, but I want to, because I love them. And of course the pie, which has water, puff pastry, vegetable oil, water, salt, wheat flour, margarine, emulsifier, mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, beef, onions, carrots, potatoes, peas, wheat flour, tomato puree, modified maize starch, beef fat, salt, spices, barley malt extract, natural flavorings. And it does say caution, although every effort is made to remove all bones, some may remain. So eat enter and risk is basically what they're saying. Right, so let's open this bad boy and see what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to open this. I don't know how well it will do with this tin opener. This is a really old one that I got last year from MacLeod for £1, so whether or not it works, we shall soon see. It seems to be working right though. Is that it? Have I got it all? Oh god. What am I getting myself into? So yes. So that is what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, that's maybe just a little bit unusual. Doesn't really look like well, let's put it in the oven. So I've got my baking tray, and it's set to preheat the oven to 225 or 230 or something like that, and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. So I will come back when everything has been cooked and is on my plate. So this is a bit exciting actually. The pie has risen and browned on top, and you can't even really tell that it's in a tin, except for the blue bit around the outside. Obviously it says fried bentos. So I'm going to plate this up and get my potatoes and my marrowfat peas and a drink and have lunch. So bear with me just a second. I will show you what it looks like on a plate. See if you can tell the difference. See if I can tell the difference. I'll give it a taste as well. Okay, so there it is. There is the pie, the marrow fat peas, and the potatoes. With the potatoes I just put a little bit of butter on them. I haven't done anything with the peas because they have enough salt and everything. And the pie, you can see it's steaming. It looks really nice. And to drink I have some of this. Because I'm not drinking wine at the moment, so, well, I'm not drinking in general at the moment, just because I'm trying to detox. Don't even get me started. So I decided to try some of this elderflower. It's a sparkling elderflower drink. Think like sparkling apple juice, but made with elderflowers instead, which looks surprisingly like the picture at the top of the bottle. So I'm having a glass of that with my pie and marrow fat peas and potatoes. So I will give it a taste and see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to try this pie and I'll give you a little review of everything. We'll see how it goes. But the crust is really crusty. The interior, I mean, it's a minced beef and onion pie, so basically it's like hamburger meat. And onions and gravy. And the crust. So first I'll try the pie, which has now just been sitting in my marrow fat peas, so it might even be tasting more like marrow fat peas than pie, I don't know. It's not bad. Let me try just the pie. Well, I'm not going to lie. There's not much flavor. I think a good old dash of Tabasco or maybe a squirt of ketchup would probably very much add a little bit of flavor to the pie. The texture is kind of like mashed potato, maybe? It does say that there's potatoes in it. I don't actually see any. The crust, while really crusty on top, is a bit moist underneath. I'm not going to show you because it's a bit gross looking. I'm still going to eat it because I'll eat anything. But it's interesting, yeah. For £1 as a student, yeah, I'd buy it again. I mean, I reckon it's probably got, you know, enough protein from the meat and everything that just add something cheap on the side like the marrow fat peas, and I'll have a proper hearty meal. But speaking of, onto the marrow fat peas. So these aren't like normal mushy peas. Mushy peas are usually lime green. These are kind of not such a scary looking green. And mushy peas are obviously mushy. So what I'll do is I'll go do the chippy next week maybe, and I'll get some mushy peas from the chippy so you can see what I mean when I say lime green, neon green. They're good. It's like peas, just bigger. I like peas. I don't know about peas. They're good just as they are, really. So yeah. Aside from the potatoes, which everybody knows what potatoes taste like, and if not, go try one, because they're lovely. There we go. Strange English stuff. 8 pie and a 10. Works out wrong. Okay, see you later.